All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the video. My name is Caesaboo, and you typically do Pokemon content, travel videos, stuff like that. But today I'm a little nervous. You can probably tell my hand is probably shaking my camera. I'm going to be competing in the Pokemon Pittsburgh Regionals for Pokemon Go. I've got Hydrapple and my Wartortle and Squirtle plushies with me. We're all packed up, ready to go. Even have my Switch on me. So we're going to do the drive and get registered. Today is Friday, but I'm sure that the video will skip through. I'll edit, put all this together, and I'll show you what my Saturday was like. So let's do this. My experience at Pittsburgh Regionals was totally different from the last time I stepped through the doors. I'm not sure if it was my nerves or the intense competition, but the vibe was way different, and well, that's because I was finally competing and not spectating. And unlike when I was just a spectator, being a player was a game changer, and the environment felt completely different to me. But not in a bad way. Like, I could feel that everyone was pumped and ready to win, and honestly, I liked it a lot. If I could describe it any other way, it felt like stepping onto Victory Road for the first time. Usually when I'm a spectator, I only go on Saturday just to look around, shop, and watch how everyone's doing with competing. But this time, I decided to get all my shopping done and familiarize myself with everything on Friday. I had also heard that Saturday was a little bit of a nightmare getting into, and I only really realized that after I had heard that my match had been delayed by a whole hour. So I spent some time looking, and I actually was scrolling on TikTok, and I saw the huge line that was all the way outside of the David L. Lawrence Center. But based off the footage and based off how everyone was talking, I could tell that the staff actually handled it pretty well. And my gosh, I'm so glad that I did. New to Regionals was a shop where you could buy merch. I immediately hopped in line. I'll show you what I got at the end of the video. I really liked my shopping experience because with this, everyone was limited to one item per guest, making the experience fun for everyone and leaving plenty of merch for the people to buy for themselves. For the rest of the time, I spent making sure and prepping that my team was good, and I spent way too much money at the other vendors. Here's a little bit of what I saw. So, how did everything turn out? Well, I didn't lose the first round if that's what you're asking. Here was my team that I decided to use, and honestly, as a casual player, I feel like I didn't do too bad at all, actually. My Talonflame is actually what helped me win the first round, and it was against the brand new and bulky Corviknight. Of course, my team was no match for Credilli and Gastrodon. Those two absolutely bodied my team like a Snorlax. Regardless, though, I had a blast. I think that if I had gone with a Grass-type move or a Grass-type Pokemon and prepped just a little bit more, I probably could have handled myself a little bit better and had a more solid team. But for my first regionals against more experienced players, not only did I feel like I did good and I tried my best, but I had a lot of fun doing it, and that's what counts. That's why I wanted to do all this. I wanted to go through and see what it was like for a first-time competitor, and honestly, I do not regret going in. By the way, the volunteers and the staff were amazing. They pointed me in the right direction, and I always felt welcome. This was another reason why I think that I will definitely be competing again. Sunday, I decided to try and go back and do one more thing, and that was compete in the Pokemon Go Sisterhood Cup. It was small, but it was super fun. I got 2 wins under my belt, and I met some amazing people in the Sisterhood community. I also got some points that I got to spin at the prize wall. My only regret? I wish I had done more side events. Although I didn't get much footage, I had a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to try again next time. Although I'm waiting for a certain game to come out, I think I'm going to go all in next time I compete. I hope that you all will join me on my next journey. And now back to Present Seasaboo to talk about the cool merch that I got and, of course, the giveaway. Right. We are back from the Pokemon Regionals in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I gotta say, what the feeling it made me feel. So as you can see, I'm wearing something different. I did not know this, but when we stepped in, we actually looked to our left and there was actually a merch shop just for Pokemon Regionals. So I saw this and I knew I had to get it. This is an awesome Regionals themed pleather jacket. So I'm going to show it off a bit. It's got Pikachu on the side and we've got these awesome zippers on the side, deep pockets. And then, of course, on the back, let's see if I can take it off. There we go. We have a Pokeball on the back. I think it is really cool. It was around $170-ish, a little expensive, but I knew that I had to walk out with it. And by the way, I probably said this in the beginning of the video. Yes, we did arrive Friday, like afternoonish. So there was actually plenty left still in the regional store. Alright, so I'm actually going to take this off because it is a little hard to move just because I haven't broken it in yet. But yeah, it is so cool. But this was just one of the things that they were selling at the regional store. So I'm going to put this to the side and we're going to move on to some more stuff that I was able to buy. As you can see behind me, someone was selling a Pokemon World Championship from 2014 from Hawaii, a bag, and I know that there's like the competitor bag and there's just the regular spectator bag. I went ahead and picked this up, and it is probably one of the best Pokemon backpacks that I have. It's a different blue. I know that the other bag, I'll kind of put a picture over here, is more like a teal greenish, but this one's really cool. I mean, it still has like on the side, by the way, I did get a little Gumi in the mail, so it's going to be there too. A place to put your pens, so that's really cool. On each one, it's got a place to put your mat. And then, of course, I'm a YouTuber, and typically people will put like a water bottle here, but I'm just putting like my little camera tripod here. But we have a front pouch, and it's a really good backpack. So this was actually from one of the vendors that was at the regionals, and I have to say too, there were a ton of vendors. I remember the first time that I went as a spectator, there were probably like only 2 or 3 tables. I think around this time there were 7-ish, 6 or 7. So you had a lot to choose from Pokemon merch. The next thing we're going to continue from the regional store is I bought a really cool mat, and it's of Pikachu. I'm not going to open this because there's a surprise coming at the end of the video, and a pin. The last thing that I got for regionals was actually a Nintendo Switch bag. It says it's a crossbody bag, but they had like little papers on the side that said, yes, it fits your Nintendo Switch and your Nintendo Switch too. So if I compete in VGC, I'm going to be keeping my Switch in this bag. And the one perk about being a competitor, whether that's in Go, TCG, or VGC, you actually get a competitor items as well, and I picked up this really cool Destiny Rivals Giovanni and Mewtwo playmat, and yes, it's going to be in my openings. And last but not least, from the store that I got, we got these cute, adorable Applin and Gumi earrings, which I thought were really cool. Not bad for $10 a piece. But wait, the grand prize of it all, I got a floofy, very fluffy Hisuian Zora plush. Very adorable. Look how big, too. I actually missed out on the Pokemon Center when it launched, and I was like, oh no, I'll never be able to experience the floofy Zora. But no, here she is. Adorable. I think that this was one of probably my best purchases. I spent a lot of money at regionals, even though I didn't go as a spectator this time and as a competitor. I still spent probably more money than I should, but that's okay. I mean, it happens when you're a Pokemon fan, right? I also forgot to mention, for competing in the Pokemon Go Sisterhood Cup, I actually got prize points, and I got to actually walk up to the prize wall for the first time and pick. It was really cool. I got a Sitting Cutie of a Pineco. I put it somewhere over here. It's not here. You all probably know what the Sitting Cutie Pineco is. And then I actually picked up packs as well. I got 2 packs of Journey Together and 2 packs of Destiny Rivals, and that's going to come out as a Seasaboo short. So make sure you're paying attention. That will drop, and you can see what I pull from those packs. Now, last but not least, probably what most of you all are here for the video. First, I hope that you enjoyed my regular content, but yes, I am doing a giveaway. I did not open the mat because I'm actually going to be giving away the mat in my giveaway. So one of you all could win that, and I'm also going to be giving away a Pokemon Regional pin. All you have to do is make sure that you like the video, you subscribe to my channel, you leave a comment down below on what you thought of Pokemon Regionals. If you hope to go, what your favorite Pokemon is, just leave a comment. And then, of course, please, please, please make sure that you're following me over on my Instagram channel as well, because that is how I communicate. But that is going to be all. Thank you all so much for watching the video. I really enjoyed being a competitor at Pokemon Regionals. Now, do I think that I'll compete again? We'll see. I know that Pokemon Champions is coming out. It's the VGC game, and I think they're going to start using that in actual tournaments, and I think I might give it a shot. So please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment once again if you would like to enter the giveaway. And I'll catch you all next time with another Seasaboo travel video. Until then, peace out. Bye.